you're a mom, and so you started off your career, and in the middle of this, peak of your career, you're shooting one of the biggest shows. You became a mom. So how did that affect? Number one, how you are able to like juggle everything, showing up on set, and what sort of how can we put it? Like, did you find that maybe the projects and the production houses you are working with perhaps were a bit more understanding and they're able to accommodate a few things so that at least you can be able to juggle everything easily?
I think for every woman, it's if you desire to have a family, it's crazy. It's not. Let me let me say it's not fair in a way, because you kind of have to stop. Um, and sometimes it could be at the peak of your career and all that, but sometimes you can't. You have to deal with your mama, and then um, now come back. And sometimes it's unfortunate that sometimes people kind of forget about you a little bit. Okay. Really, for me, people really didn't forget about me. And but in a way, for the industry. So, because right now we have the industry on the TV, and then we have social media. At least on social media, you can keep on, but you can't really keep on the people that really watch you and love you for the show, because you're you're dealing with the motherhood. Personally, for Selena, I got pregnant a few months, 9 months before we were done, like done, before the show was over. So the whole 9 months of us finishing Selena, I was pregnant. And you can imagine the whole pregnancy, the first few months is crazy. But I truly thank God, because the production made it easier for me. You know, because you sleep, you can't control the sleep. You can't. So I was at least given some time to sleep and then come back to do it. And then some people are not understanding because your tummy is still flat. And then now later, when you're big, you're tired. But I thank God, most of the scenes I was actually meant to sit, like the director was like, you sit the last days, because they were understanding. I was tired, I'm heavily pregnant, and they at least made me sit down most of the scenes. There was not a lot of standing. And then now, I think the most challenging was when I was shooting Q, because I was 5 months postpartum.
Right.
Yo, ah, my God. So
And
first of all, there is
let me just jump in for a bit. I always tell pregnant mothers, pregnancy is actually sometimes easier than when the baby arrives. Because when you're pregnant, the baby is in your stomach. Everywhere you go, the baby goes. But the minute that
yeah.
baby is out of your stomach, now the real management begins. So tell us, how was that? 5 months pregnant, shooting on set.
So yeah, I was 5 months postpartum, and so I'm dealing with. I really want to be on a set. I've missed shooting. I've been home. When you give birth, it's always the same routine: bedroom, sitting room. You are served, you eat. Bedroom, it's and sometimes it's boring, because you're like, I just need something to do, something to get out of this monotony. And I remember I went for the auditions. For the role in Q, and then luckily, I thank God I got the role. And now I was dealing with the fact that I'm supposed to leave my baby. Oh my God, I was so scared. I was just like, oh my God, I'm literally gonna be I'm going to be on set from 6:30, and then get home at what time? I'll not see my baby. First of all, I was struggling with that, but I thank God I had a very good nanny. Um, and then I was on set. I was just every hour, hi, mkwaje, mkofiti, has she eaten? Yani, it was just so crazy. Second thing, it wasn't really a struggle, but I remember dressing. My God, your body changes, and I'm told to send the measurements. I go to my tailor and I'm like, what are these? Like, what do you mean? And then I think the reality hits when you watch yourself on TV. And I'm like, Kai, Aki, oh my
Yeah,
God, will I
it's
ever
an out
come
of body
back?
experience. You're like, who is that? Because
I'm
even
like,
you're not used to yourself looking like that.
yeah. So, and I'm like, what? And then another thing that I've never discussed actually is at least the production was so nice that they gave me a freezer, because I was what is it called? Expressing on
When you're
set.
expressing milk, yes.
Yes, so at least I had times to go and express, but sometimes we were in, some sets that were not, pengine hakuna stima ama mko nje and all that. I'm telling you, I think this was the real ghetto for me, because the boobs are swollen and sometimes it would leak even though I have the pad. So I remember one time, I'm seated, we are done prepping, we are done rehearsing, and then I remove my robe and I see the wardrobe girl running, and I'm like, what's up? She's like, I'm like, oh my God, I messed up. And we had to change the clothes. But nobody knew, they really covered me. But I go to the bathroom and I'm like, what? I'm like, the milk is just, out. And
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
you
oh
you
my
were you are
God.
leaking. Yeah.
Yes. And I thank God, because they really covered me. It wasn't a big deal. And I was like, can I wash this? Can I go with it home? And they're like, no, this is like, it's our job. But I was just like, can I wash it? Because you feel like it's icky, because I'm thinking you're going to wash this. And I thank God for them, because they were really nice to me. And then also going to some places you can't access electricity. You have to learn some things that you didn't know, so that you can't you're not sore. And also getting your lines, it's like you're in a new life. But I really thank God that I made it. And it was the best thing that I did after baby.
Star Times. Enjoy digital life.
Yeah.